Savage, dude. There we go. Man, that last stream title and everything now makes that look so fucking clickbait. I apologize for that, guys. Wait, let me get some people up in here.
Stream element spot running, emoji robot. Should next stream I mod a fresh game with the community mods? There you go, I found you.
There we go. Alright. Welcome back, everybody. Skrrr. Oh, all the LED lights are starting to function now.
Ask the magic 8-ball a question for a poggers and user.
Bro, that 8-ball was fucking ripping you a butthole, bro. She was being savage. I don't think she likes you flirting with her offline. I don't know. She's like, I don't know, I like the attention.
For real.
Alright, it says I'm level 1, but I'm not. That's a picture I took at the beginning of the game.
Emoji happy tears. Emoji happy tears. Welcome back, PLM gang. If you're new, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications.
Okay. So essentially, let my base lit up. It's gonna be behind me.
8-bull, do you hate me? Expert07, the 8-bull says, you will have to wait. Emoji face with monocle.
Right? Press out. These are your vats. You see your specials, your
Check out the
condition,
fire
your
new
weight,
MERCH.
collections you've seen, your stats,
URL.
people you killed, NPCs, good NPCs, non-NPCs, your grenades. You can equip any grenades. You can have a favorite slot section. So like, okay, and we're gonna level up in a second, so I'll show you guys. Bang, bang. I'm gonna favorite those. Then we can press up on the D-pad, go to your favorite will spin list. Change it throughout your favorites on your grenades and other stuff. It equips it and throws it in a separate unison. This is my specific base. You can get water that's non-irradiated. There's a radiation effect, as you see in the red in my health. Purified water at all times.
PLM Springs Discord URL.
You can build your base in a homestead where it has water. You can gather water at any spot you see water, even if it's moving or not. You got any vending machine outside of any base similar what you see with my base or anything like that. You know, it's a player base. You buy and sell stuff here. Access is like a vendor. You go to your stash box. I just have 2 for aesthetics. But your stash box you can access through any person's stash box. So if somebody were to come here, they're not accessing my shit. They're only accessing theirs. You can have weapon displays, all sorts of crazy cool shit like that. This is where you would collect like your little bops. You can put the signs up like how I did. You can build electricity, run your electricity through glowing signs like that. You can have other functional settings where you can craft your weapons, your tinker workbench, armor workbench. That's for mods and other little weird shit. Come here and do your cooking. So you can collect radiated water, right, which is a really big checklist. So when you go to radiated water, you'd want to get that, and you'd go to boiled water, and you'd boil water. To use this, you would need to gather wood, which you can find from any fallen tree or any gathered source of wood. It looks like it was split, gathered together, or breaking down anything that is made out of wood, period. You can make certain teas that have different attributes effects, all similar with like maybe like funny stuff, hardcore shit, whichever you prefer in design.
PLN
Your building goes
URL.
as the extensiveness of your imagination, like with most games. That summarizes the good gistness of this part. See my weight capacity. My weight capacity is mad decent. I should decraft a couple things before I continue going. So, rule of key with this game. You want to scrap all your duplicates. Always. Any extra guns, collect, scrap, collect, scrap, collect, scrap, collect, scrap.
Ask the Magic 8-Ball a question for a Hoggers user.
It makes your weight carry capacity way less. You can always go over to your like transfer stash, put all your junk there that you have in your inventory, or to go any of one of these. This is where you have any and all of your stuff for building any and everything. You can collect all your scrap and put it in this, and know when you go to build, it will be sourced only for building and building only. So for example, I'm going to go all the way over to junk. I'm going to go to store all junk. Now that, for example, so I've stored all junk, I can press X and build. Now with building permits me with everything that I had out of that junk that I decrafted, as you just seen with that gun and stuff. Various on what you decraft, you can build through quest items, various different other objects in the game, floor function, you name it. And you can unlock and find different other versions of stuff. So let's show you that real quick. See where the non-buildable. Wait, we don't have one of these yet. I need to find it. So I gotta take this guy. We're gonna move it. Actually, it should be over here. I've moved it over here. We're gonna power pylon to that. Which is first, whatever, right now. So we're gonna build this. Every building, like in Skyrim and other stuff, you can build the exploit, and the higher leveled stuff and other crap you can build. You can just build, break apart, build, break apart. You get less amount of stuff when you break it apart than you do building it. So if it takes X amount of objects to build, like how you see in the side of it, and you break it apart, you get half the amount that you usually would do. So you can do it a few times, depending on what other thing and other sources and stuff. You can get extra gathered XP. Doing those said things when you have a group of players around you that you play with, or even in a group that are randoms, will benefit you the most, because you will start to unify a sourcingness of lost my train of thought like that. My fault. So we're gonna have this guy on the corner right here. No, this is not, so you guys do know, the only like type of like crafting turret defense system I can build. I can build like a bunch of different other ones and versions, but these are ones that I have the schematics for right now without leveling up. And if you don't want to level up and wait and do all the other shit,
so what
you can always choose to buy them. So what's the green circle you build? Okay, so that's your player build limit. So I cannot build outside that green circle. When you go to your green circle, right, I'll show you how to access that in a minute. This thing right here, this is the center of the circle. So your giant outside to that green is from right there. It's right here, right? In a whole 360 around this base. That allows me to build and construct anything that is necessary of use to me and what I would like to build in schematic designs. You can always save up for a water purifier machine, and I thought these were like the old Fallouts, which in case for those that played the old Fallouts knowingly knew that in Fallout 4, hypothetically, like I played, and I have not finished yet, which we will continue to finish here soon, you would have to only build these types of things at like a certain spot or by like like certain tree tab or a water. Well, there's certain different mechanics where you can build and collect water, other resources, and other shit like that. You can also make food and farming type utensilities. And do you see my budget? That's my budget, then I have 1% of the objects that I am available to have max stored. So that right there is my stored budget. And you have a building limit. You can only build to a certain extentiveness of each of every one thing. So let's say in that base you could build 25 turrets. Alright. You could build like maybe 25 of the first ones, maybe 10 of the next ones, and maybe it goes down or goes higher depending on which turret or thing you do build. How to access that right there when you're playing this game, you press O, depending on what you're playing on. You bring up this, and then you see how it says move camp in the very bottom down there. Very straight down. L1. You can move your camp anywhere, even after you built it, and say like you want this certain base schematic that you already have built, but in a different spot, you can literally go and just replace it for like only $15 in the game, which is fucking nothing. 15 things sold for $1. It's nothing. Anyways, you can always replace that in another location that you find. Or if you don't want that and you just want to remake it, you can always press the building option right there. And you can like take this building and put it inside the inventory of this guy right here, allowing you to rebuild it in any matter you want. Anything you build will never just like be away. But right now we're in a radiation storm and we're in the fucking middle of it. So we need to leave. Right there's a nuke blast zone. You know, I'll show you the nuke blast zone. That will be pretty like cinematic if the nuke's gonna hit. If it's already hit, it's not gonna be too dramatic. Or live active nukes and over hazmated radiation. Where you basically die. Depending on what goes on, it can blow up vehicles and other things around you, which fucking ends in mayhem, crazy cinematics, other crazy IE wild shit. You could be like fucking hella far away from the map and look at the map and be like, oh, a bomb's gonna go off over there. Wait for the bomb to go off, the nuke, and you could see how big the nuke is inside the map. You see where they blast at all times. It's pretty insane. The levelness of this game, how it's combined from back in the games, back in the day. Think of like how Elder Scrolls Online was, but if it was more Skyrim. Like more Elder Scrolls, not just like the wars and independent self World of Warcraft. If they didn't do that as big as they did, and they wanted to test it out with a multiplayer concept, this is the type of scenario they did it on. With this Fallout, this was actually before the Elder Scrolls Online series, which I will eventually end up playing. It's on sale, and ooh wee baby kazoo, fucking motherfucker, ooh woo kazoo Blim needs to get that shit. You know what I mean? The only thing I do not like is that you have to pay to play it per month, like how you would with the majority of other shit. I'm trying to get a cinematic effect so you guys can see the nuke. We're gonna run to the top of that over there. So, i.e. example, we haven't heard a so the nuke could have, oh shit, already hit or not hit. Oh, you see that bitch? We're gonna pull up the marksman's rifle. We're gonna crouch. Fuck your couch, bruh. Boom. And if you feel like this is too close or too far away, you can always change the zoom of this. by holding the touchscreen button or middle button function, depending on what console you play on, and or on PC, IE, etc. You can always pick food like blackberries, and when they get rotten, you can always save it for fertilizer, and exchange your rotten food for fertilizer. So it's always good to craft and pick up any and everything and break it always apart. The rule of this game is it's kind of like an explore survival game. And also you can always come across like places like, you know how you see me build those things? Ooh, and we got a mod. Awesome. Random mod. So you can always come here and repair shit and break anything and everything you want to. To-do list, we're just gonna read it and accept it. With our randos. I'm gonna take any and everything and break it all down. It's actually a perfect opportunity to show you guys while there's some fighting going on. Fuck your couch, motherfucker. Anyways. Marksman's what? Why did my grenade go off? I will fucking kill myself now. Oh my god. And you can die in this game like that. When you don't need to worry about dying hardcore, you can always respawn. Some asshole shot me. Will that happen? So that's player versus player. Sometimes, yeah, that happens. Not too much to say about that. And see, dude, do you know, you really don't lose anything.
That is crazy.
I'm surprised my sniper fucking broke though. I'm trying to show you guys a blast zone though. Because like, oh, that's behind me. It's over there, right? I gotta blast the nuke on Maga mine and then enter. So we're gonna go there and blast the fucking nuke, I guess, buds. But, yeah. Guess I fucking broke the shit out of that, bud. I wouldn't go through water because it's radiated too. Your AP is your stamina. And also AP of this thing called bats. You can press L1 and it will spot out enemies, and you can use it to do a chance of critical hit. It kind of does like a little auto lock on, but it reduces your stamina so you can't run away. But if you know you can one tap them and you do it for extra XP, you get like a little bit extra XP. It is beneficial with that. And this game rewards you for exploring. Like hardcore. Here's that. Auto hit. Bitch. Ricky Bobby. Taking all your shit. I'm harvesting his flowers for XP. Stupid little raider. All he has was a grenade and food and ammo. no health. Yeah, you can craft all sorts of various, like, melee weapons and shit. It's pretty cool. Put it with any and every gun. It's a very overly, like, not over dramatic. It's a very well drawn out, contrastedly dramatic game. Everything that's good in, like, most first person exploring games is, like, perfect in this. Leveled with, like, you can play with your friends and still play like how you normally would play in, like, a game like Skyrim. It's like, this is very teed on perfect for a party line play system that's developed like Borderlands, but and better than Destiny and Borderlands mixed together. You know, so that's just my personal opinion. Plus, there's some pretty cool random people that will give you shit if you really want to. I don't like doing that, only because, like, to me, I like playing the game for what it is, and I don't want it to spoil the outcome for me. Not ruin, spoiled outcome. If that makes, you know, proper sense. Like, games are fun and shit,
die
but
when he uses the nuke. Expert 07, the 8 bull says, leaning towards no, emoji happy tears.
We'll see if fucking that's right. Alright. Need to get this pistol favorited. Just because I'm getting low on some ammo. I need to favorite this, you know, 10mm, only because I have 11 bullets. And bullets add up and count in this game. If you can go bap up on some people with like a baseball bat or something, it's more self-rewarding to save up your bullets in the beginning of the game. Until you run certain stats or a playstyle where you're just overwhelmingly getting so much shit, it's like, you're like, alright bud, I could just fucking shoot the hell out of people with guns, you know? Then again, this is a survival exploring game that's added with PvE and a tiny bit of PvP, as you just seen. Well, that's where Nuke hit. So you do know, you do not want to go in there. It's fucking crazy. Super mutants could be killed by lightning sometimes.
PvP that was something else.
Yeah, dude, there's a lot of PvP that just fucking, like, they'll get in power armor, fly, and be invisible and murder you. I don't even know where that guy was shooting me at. He wasn't in the bush. You could see the bush. He was in the sky above the bush, like in power armor, invisible, just locked onto me with the VATS. I mean, nyeh. And you could use drug and attributes to where you can, like that tox flower, you can craft into certain things like narcotics to make you stronger or do extra times critical damage on body limbs and shit. And when you do VATS, you can lock onto certain limbs if you want to. If not, you can do a quick VATS and it just does a quick lock on. Somebody's impaled. Like right there is a big ass dirty super mutant.
The sightseeing in this game is something else.
It really is. It's a good fucking game, bro. He's a warlord.
First you animals see nice mountains, then you see bodies.
Oh yeah, bro. This is a single tap pistol.
Away from there! No!
This dude's so fucking strong. He's a level 40, bro. I don't have a chance. I'm not dying from that. I'll die from something else. Damn it. Spineless. Oh, dude, this guy's fucking calling me out. If I had my sniper, you would have been dead already, buddy. Fucking roided out mutant of doom. Run away from that asshole. Okay. Now, commutatively coordinated, we're going back over that direction. Get away from that asshole. You can also mine shit in this game, too. Of course, the Sky Glitch Hops work in this as well. That's Bethesda. Or Bethesda is amazing. The uniform, this shit. Dude, I don't want to fucking fight deers right now. Out of everything in fucking deer. Oh, it's hazmated. I need to go in there and I can't. Oh god. Oh god. I'm dead. Out of nuclear storm.
Ask the magic 8-ball a question for a Poggers answer. 8-ball.
Everything died.
What the duck?
Yeah, that's what happens when you get too close to the fucking nuclear shit and wind's pushing in your direction. So now you experience another rare occasion in this game that's only happened to me literally one time. Usually you can judge and just teleport away. You don't need to like worry.
Eight-ball lied.
Yeah, sometimes the 8-ball's a fucking big cunt. Other times 8-ball's a sexy seductress. She likes seducing. Well. I think we learned our lesson about going that way. I don't have any right-of-way. I'm gonna get farted on and die. I need to find a vendor. It's normally not as hard
I
as
saw
this.
everything turn yellow. I was in shock.
You guys see that up there? Don't fuck with that big old cloud of death. That's a nuke. I just got Hiroshima'd. No pun intended, like legitimately. Okie dokie. Sometimes there's stuff on top of these. I need to go all the way around that. Yeah. So there wasn't like a medical place there. I wasn't gonna look for 20 minutes. So we're just going. Whatever happens, happens. If we die, I'll have to teleport back to my main homestead again. And then buy stuff to take away my disease and come back and re-explore at a traveled location. That's why it's very important to discover a location if you're around it and you're like discovering. You can always teleport back to that location, even if you're dead or not. It will cost you a tiny little sum of caps. The more caps, the further away. Highest I paid to like fast travel was 25. That was almost across the map. For example, we're gonna get this unlocked real quick. Come on, I don't want to fight anybody, just unlock this shit. Nope. I need a radiation suit. I need to put my Omnifarg over there. That's like fucking heavy radiation. It's red. Like blood. I don't know why I just discovered that, but thank you. About time.
Wait, so is there a reason you can't just teleport the hell out of the nuke, or is it like you're in a nuke?
Alright, so you can teleport out of there or run away from the nuke. It's all dependent on your playstyle. If you're doing a mission, you really want to accomplish something, or if you're resing a friend, whatever. It happens so fast, you do not have enough time to react. That is my first nuclear experience in this game. I'm not going to lie, so predeterminedly, if it happened that fast and I was already after a nuke, you're caught anywhere around the nuke, like how I can see that, I'm pretty sure I'd be dead from an explosion wave. So I don't know if the teleporting entirely works when you're like in a nuke zone. Assuming it does though, just because like, why wouldn't it? And I have not had that encounter to do so. Usually like the nuke spread super far out away from you and they never hit you. Like, to be completely honest, that never. And I put a lot of hours in this game already, like a fuck ton, obnoxiously. I got that right there. No sir. I may have to go around this fucking stead. Come on. Gotta be careful now. That's where I gotta go, is where the nuke is.
That nuke was like, wanna know how it feels to chew 5 gum.
You're not lying. You're really not. Feel the freshness of the inside. The afterlife after you die. How to chew 5 gum. That's unfortunate. Yeah, where I need to be is like, yeah. So maybe I can start to explore. Oh, over there. If like I can get over there and up over there.
It just happened out of nowhere too.
Yeah, like honestly, like that was. I didn't think it was gonna like blow towards me. I know that's all added effect. There's a random environment. It can be raining, it can do like a crazy amount of random shit, or it can never do it. And you encounter stuff rarely. It's all random. Super random. So with that being said, it encounters like the level of like, you thinking like, dude, that's not gonna matter. It's not gonna fuck with me. Then you learn. Like me. And I put hours into this game, let alone the Fallout franchise, like fucking Skyrim. Like, Skyrim drove me to this game because Bethesda fucking made this, so I was like, dude, this is gonna be better because it has guns. It wasn't better, but it was just as fun. Alright, hopefully I can go around this giant rock. bit. I thought it looked like it was gonna actually allow me up here without getting in the blast zone, but sometimes that's not a possibility and you waste your time. And then you just forget and move on. Do another mission. It's not worth dying repetitively if you really can't do it. But as long as you're underground when a nuke goes off, you're fine. If it's like a nuke's going off above you and you're inside of like an underground settlement or anything like that, you're
so
doing a
you're
mission in a
trying
mine,
to use a
you're
nuke
good.
on the right-hand corner.
That's my fault, because I should not be exploring this low amount of HP. So, to show you guys a way around that, I guess I'm going to show you what you need to do, and hopefully the blast zone goes away before then. So this little triangle camp, like it says, my camp is your camp. You spawn there with no fee. Pretty awesome.
How do you get caps?
So caps you can get through any vendor or anywhere in any spot. So, whoa, my people are actually shooting? Never happens. Come on, you little mole rat bitch. Daddy. Wow. Generators almost really broke from that. I need to upgrade my defense more right there. Okay. So you can go to any of these machines or any characters that have any location within the map. Like there's the various ones. A lot of main establishments, like here there's a person you could sell to. Any place that has like a logo like this, you can sell. 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 They're going to be about like a 10-15 minute walk depending how far you are away from it if you haven't already had it available to fast travel to. So like with that being said, you know, that's kind of like the way you would go around that. Or 249 combat rifles. God damn, okay.
Never give up. Just keep doing it. You'll make it.
Scrap all my junk.
So caps decide you can teleport, what can you do with them?
You can use them to buy shit, buy weapons, mods, attachments, stuff for your base, anything that costs to do anything in the game, you can use caps for. Caps are your currency. It's presented to you like Skyrim, basically. Yeah, you can go and do all this shit without caps, but if you don't want to, you don't have the time to, you're in a mission standpoint and the town's next to you and you fast travel there, however you do it, you walk there, you collect extra resources, you can sell that shit to them. Get some extra shit, and when you sell that stuff to them, you can buy stuff and it takes away from the price that you buy it. So you get it way fucking cheaper. Stupid. Rat away like I do that. Speaking of, so I'm gonna go to this. Sell. This one's for selling, right? This is nothing I can really go to that I haven't sold that I can buy. Now I can go over to R2, go to vendor. I can buy all these things. Right? Oh look, there's mods, barbed wire, chainsaw, metal, armor, trapper, all this other shit. Buy all that crap on them. And other shit, like if I wanted to get something hardcore, if I cannot get right away, usually I could do a mission, use my snipers, but since I got my sniper fucked up, I need to repair that. So normally what we can do is go to scrap items, repair, okay, weapons, okay, modify repair, we're gonna press triangle. We want to repair our sniper, right? So, marksman rifle. Then we're going to go to inspect repair, triangle. Repair kit you don't need to use unless you have some, and I would only use that for power armor. Save those. Suppress box workbench. That's what we need. We got plenty of it. We're repairing that bitch. My sniper is back. We're back in the game. Okay, same thing applies. Say we want to scrap some armor or modify some armor and repair it. You go to the armor place. You can do that in any situation spot, but certain spots will offer you extra shit for that individual thing. Weapons, i.e. other shit. Now, Tinker's Workshop is like attachments for your weapons, hypothetically. So if you can't mod that at a weapons workshop and you see at a Tinker's Workshop is kind of like a randomness of all of what you can do, but a small amount. Meaning like with sell clothing, all that shit. I must want to box that in. More gears. Okay, bet. Keep my eye out for gears. So we're, if I can remember correctly, I don't remember exactly what it was. I'll show you guys how to do the legendary item shopping. So if you get an item in your inventory and a star, that's a legendary. They're really common. You can trade a lot of them. A lot of them are garbage. Some of them are better than other ones. Some of them are like so shit to where the first gun you pick up in the game may be better than it. It's all random in this. You may have the hardest play in the beginning and the most outcome rewarding later on. It may go against you, vice versa. Or it may be completely the opposite and you're getting such a weird random game set you don't know where the game's actually rewarding you and where it's not. That's kind of like the playness of this game. A lot of variabilities and schematics and designs are offered within every playstyle and other shit. So if I want to initiate PvP or want to go to somebody, any of these dots, those yellow guys, okay, that's a player. He's level 107. I go to his camp, shoot him, whatever, initiate PvP. If I wanted to, he could ignore it, deny it, can't do shit. All these other set locations, we can go and be like, hey, yo, dude. Let's fucking like link up together and do some extra XP. You do your own thing, I'm gonna do my own thing. XP game. How do people do that? Yada 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 yada. Like over here, 472, level 2 and level 36, 27, and you know like that. That's all extra privileges and acceptance to you. This song is from Skyrim, by the way. If you guys did not remember, Bessetia put this in a little Easter egg for everybody. Pretty cool. Oh, I forgot that part. Mainly when you're exploring the Whites of Whiterun, or the Forest of Whiterun, the song plays.
How do you plan on making the community?
How do I plan on making the community? Okay, so it's pretty premiumly designed basic. So let's say since my base is right here, you know what I mean? I'm at my base. Bet, let's say we wanted to take over everything right here. So Chris is going to start building in another game before we join together right here, for an example. You know what I mean? So when he builds right there and when he joins into my game, it's not going to make it obstructing our angles. Right? So we glitch that environment in. Somebody else wants to do over there. over there, behind it, up there, living quarters. A couple people wants to glitch that shit in there. We can make 4 to 5 bases almost damn near together if you guys really want to try and have your friends and you guys do an extra amount of the shit. Availability is towards you. It's what your mind can imagine at that point. Even if not, like the build area, so if Chris is right here in my game, he would have to build about right up there. That's where like the design is, so you're not as too close to another player, giving them the freedom of room to have their own little space. But you can always glitch that in. It's a realness and a possibility design concept that will always stay in this. And say, you're probably thinking like, okay, well, what if I make my base right here, exactly where yours is, bro, and like, I join your shit? Well, unfortunately, you probably won't be able to join mine, or it's going to take away your base and put in your inventory if you proceed to join my shit to the extent that it is, if it's interfering with my shit, with server connectability. It doesn't want you to not have a varying amount of enjoyment in the game. It's a pretty good game. Honestly, like the playability, the circumstances, the underlying between it, like, don't get me wrong, the reason why this isn't finished is because I need concrete. This is going to take me time to make it all metal, like a vault would be. But then again, I can go over to my build design schematics right here and I can show you guys. So, one thing I need to rebuild because I accidentally fucked up. Go to my shelters. I've unlocked this bad boy. I could place this bad boy anywhere in the ground, and I get into it, and it's another shelter independently underground. It's like twice as big as this, where you can pre-build and do anything you want underground and make it your own badass, like sports bar or whatever you want to do. You can make it like a game room, a fight club, whatever you want to do. That's your option. You can put a million turrets in there. It just is a troll to where when you kill somebody, you can gain a little bit of resources off them, but they don't get it taken away, but you get some of the resource drop that they would expediently have. So half of their resources you get when you kill them. They don't get it taken away from them. Same with you. You wouldn't get your shit taken away, but that player would get half the resources you would originally have, allowing them a small chance reward for actually doing PvP. That's where mainly PvP comes in, like, in kind of a varingness, prosperity. It's like for like big dickheads that are assholes and want to get extra XP for their friends and ammo and not buy because they don't have a resource foundation set up and all those other shit. They're being an asshole. Somebody that. So with everything, no, that's essentially this is what Fallout is. And like I said, with the editing, you can like put all sorts of cosmetic shit like this is nothing relevant. I put this little thing on top of it. Build roofs, you can build overhangs, little wind chimes you hear. I've actually placed on each side. You can do like cosmetic barbecuers, like I've done at the back, just for aesthetics. And then when you get certain high levels and unlock mods or find mods, you can do random shit like this punch bowl. So if I have other players around me, I can walk up to this punch bowl, transfer, okay, on my alcohol. Now I'm mixing all the alcohol, everybody can get fucked up. They come to this little punch bowl and they can get drunk. We could chill and it does funny stuff on their screen, all this funny shit, right? So then you go to the punch bowl, okay, yeah. They drink some, yada yada yada, you're having good vibes. You can build bases, do literally whatever you want. Possibilities are about damn near endless with this game. And let's say, like, I don't exactly remember where they are, but there's main homesteads.
Overall,
in the beginning of the game, it shows
awesome,
you a few shit.
Until you get killed by a nuke instead, try to watch it instead.
I mean, that was kind of my fault. I'm not gonna lie. I was testing the barge marks. I have not ever been that close to the actual nuke. Usually it's so far away from me, it's not a concern. I'm like, alright, I'm fine. I can just keep doing my shit. I can collect resources, I can make my base, establish the way I have it. Which just take me a little bit, I'm not gonna lie, it take me a few hours, but if I only did base building, I could have had this whole thing completed in like 2 or 3 hours. It just depends where you travel. So if you know a location that has a lot of resources, you can always go back there. Every one time in the day, it respawns objects. Or you leave this server, go back to the main menu, and you rejoin your original map. It will put you in a different server and spawn your base in that server that has not a base on your homestead location. And then you could just farm an area over and over and over and over and over and over again if you really want to.
What if the blast zone is at your base?
The blast zone's at your base. If you have a closable structure closed inside of it, it won't destroy your base at all. But same effects happen outside as they do inside, unless you're in an in-ground bunker that I showed you guys. In-ground bunkers, if you want to sit there, chill, and you're like doing a fight club and it's fucking with you, go to the in-ground bunker, fight club there. It's not going to tolerate that bullshit. Or you guys could all teleport to some place and, you know, fucking do it that way. I.e., whichever way.
Have you ever had a blast zone at your...
No, I have not. Trying to think of where the other big locations are. Like I said earlier, each one of these has like anything you can trade to any independent person through any of these big things. Say you're having a hard time finding any of those places. See this person's face? You can always click here and fast travel to that. Let's just do it to show you guys. Let's say these guys have a certain amount of vendors. Well, now these vendors you can utilize and not even go to other places in the map, and you can just go to something that's close to you if it's feasible or whatever you'd like to do. What time is it? 7:40. I need to eat soon and get ready for work tomorrow. Give the dog a bath. I got a lot to do still. And it's getting dark outside. I may have to get off here in a little bit. Okay, so, prospectively, that guy's base is so big, it's taking a second to load in, so we're going to look away and look back at it, and it's going to be there. Bet. So he colonized this. He has corn. You could harvest his corn. It's not going to disappear for him. All the corn you want. Bet. Now you got some food. You were starving. Now you're not. Oh, his vault.
Thanks for subscribing,
Okay.
Cat Crunch 510. Emoji hugging face.
Thanks for subscribing, Cap Crunch. Much love. Welcome to the Spring Gang. My notifications are fucked. So, if that actually went off with a root true notification, holy shit. That was insane. That never happens. Much love. Welcome to the gang. So, there's 3 stations. I don't know why this guy did this. There's no reason to do 3 of these. So, one vendor station, I can go back here, sell, buy blueprints, whatever I need to. Scrap box transfer, you put on a scrap box just for scrap. My scrap box, okay. He doesn't have anything in it. I don't need to put anything in it because I don't have one at my base. So let's go inside of his shelter. Let's see if we can't steal anything. He has nothing. So anyways, this is a Fallout shelter. Come out, customize this whole room. You can buy a little other room attachments, a bunch of crazy shit, depending on what you fancy. Sometimes you can come in here and they have like personal request boxes. You can go through them, and if they really have like no turrets and defenses, usually you would die and not be able to get in at all. But in which case they don't, and they're developing it. They probably don't have anything in there. If there's no boxes, do not go against the booby trap. You will die. There are energy guns and other attachments, and not potions, like extra consumables that can privilege you to sneak past all their surveillance system too. Alright.
Would you like to join my scavenger hunt?
Nope.
Today we're gathering enable nuclear waste.
Okay, so yeah, that's basically the gist, guys. I hate to even say this, but I'm gonna have to get going. I got work tomorrow. I gotta cook up some dinner. I'm fucking starving. I have not ate in about 8 hours. I've streamed too long without eating. I've had 2 beers. I need to treat my body healthy, especially since I work out. I feel super fucking stupid sore. Stupid sore. I overdid it. But around 10:30, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock tomorrow, depending what time I get off work,
Right, ILL,
when I wake up in the
next
morning,
stream,
here the
man.
next, like, I got work probably like in 7 hours. You know what I mean? I have to go. It's my schedule. But I'll be on around mid-noon tomorrow. If you guys know, if don't know, when I stream, it's usually around the morning time on my days off. Take a break in the middle of the day for about 2 or 3 hours. And then I stream the rest of the evening. So I'm always live on my days off in the morning and in the afternoon to the end of the evening for US time. Give or take an hour or two, dependent time zones. A few hours depending on where you live, or, you know. But that's my level of the schedule the way it is right now. It may change in the future. Anything that changes, I'll let you guys know. Till then, I hope you guys fucking enjoyed. Plim Gang community, we rising, we growing every day. I hope you guys took one good of sentiment from any of my streams you guys have watched and motivate that for yourself and personal growth. And that, I leave it on a good note. That's Plim. Welcome to the community, Positive Living Movement. Have a great fucking afternoon.